Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Houston now has a star pairing with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Harden said of his longtime friend, his athleticism and ability to draw attention opens the floor for our team. That's on the court. Off the court, known him since I was 10 years old. That friendship can carry over to the court as well. Kevin, it shows on the floor.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. Greg, a game like this, two offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise. And I would expect we're going to see a bucket or two put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it... Lights out, checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Down low, here's Tucker, and the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know about that.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the inside, passes it to Okogie. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
To the right side. Olsen passes to Towns. Here's lights out. Defended by Covington. No good from Olsen. Here's Gordon. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Josh Okogie. And a switch here also for Houston. Green's checked in. Westbrook with a wide open look. A second chance effort. And Harden with the lay-in.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
Side Towns. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. No! The breakaway. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The pass to Towns. Rebounded by Tucker.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Key Towns. Five on the clock. Here's Olsen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets leading by 4. Westbrook dishes to Gordon. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Tucker. Green breaking loose. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Beasley. Gordon with the defensive effort. Feeds it to Green. Pass to Gordon. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And that one is good from Olsen. Lights out, Scott. Just figured it would happen with how he played, and now he has made it official. Junior Greg winning his first Rookie of the Month award.
It's a bit baffling. So many teams passed on Junior. He clearly is NBA ready and has been an impact player for this team. This could be just the start of a storied career.
Culver passes to Olsen. Over McLemore. No good from Olsen. Houston in the lead. Here's House. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Olsen. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Rocket shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here is House. Hernan Gomez covering. Green, no luck. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Indiana.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
You know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Rivers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Green with the rebound. Up top, McLemore. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Timberwolves trail. Olsen passes to Hernan Gomez. Green with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is House. Hernan Gomez covering, and it goes down 2 points. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Olsen. To the wing right side. Now here's Culver. Guarded by McLemore. A nice shot by Culver.
How about the downhill acceleration by Culver on that drive? Very impressive.
From deep three-point range.
Oh, he gets out before the horn.
How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Rockets on top, up 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving the Houston a whole new 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. There's Robert Covington out there with Gordon, and it's Tucker in at the 5 roaming the paint. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by Beasley. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 18. Harden, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Towns. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Wizards.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Maybe, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They grab their own miss. Towns, he gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
It's Harden with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
The shot's good.
Just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
To the paint, here's Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got 15. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Houston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. He's got 17.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden go you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. Using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Jake Lehman's checked in for Timberwolves. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Olsen.
Outstanding vision plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
Team on Westbrook. Charity stripe shot. Here's Green. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really offensively.
Pass to Culver. He kicks it to Beasley. Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 22.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, that was terrific.
Man, my goodness. With that tightened up handle now, Westbrook can keep the ball on the string and keep the defense at his mercy.
And Towns throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Westbrook, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter. Here's Olsen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. The 3 from Harden. Tries to save it. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Offensive rebound. Layman pass to Spellman. Another shot. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez is checked in, and it's Turner in for Josh Okogie. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. And the wide open shot from Green. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Timberwolves trail by 4. Lights out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Turner. Then there's Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
It's stolen by... And now Minnesota on the fast break. And that one's good. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did. Rivers dishes to Green.
This one for three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss for Minnesota. They've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spellman's checked in. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position, 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it.
Keep the timeout called by Houston.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Minnesota making a switch here. Layman's checked in. Green finds Rivers. Will it go? It's deflected, and they get it back. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Green. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. No good from Olsen.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And the team has been going for Minnesota.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
The pass to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Rivers, no good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 4. No good from Olsen. And here's Rivers. He's got 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Houston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. First, Culver's checked in for Turner. Russell Westbrook in for Houston. Rivers hits both of them. And Minnesota has possession. Olsen passes to Layman. No good from Olsen.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Shots good by McLemore.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Russell passes to Olsen. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for 2nd all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway. I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
From the arc. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Spellman's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Westbrook passes to McLemore. But he stays with it.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Here's lights out. He's covered by Westbrook. Olsen passes to Lehman. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Both free throws good from Olsen. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take there and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Spellman. And here's Culver. No one near him. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. No good with the layup. Unhindered, going all the way.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Rockets trail by 4. Rivers bounce pass. Here is House. 6 points for him. Green kicks to Rivers. Passes to McLemore. Here is House. The Rockets again can't hit.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The 10-footer. A nice shot by Culver. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to House. Now McLemore. With 4 seconds on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Come on, guys. Come on. Play our game. Play our game. Get into them. Play our game. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. We got to settle down.
Well, you can tell he doesn't think his... Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Amari Spellman. And lights out subbed in for Culver. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. That's good from Johnson. Harden with it. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Green is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Harden's shot is off.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Gordon with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside Gordon. Harden outside. Pulls up. Houston with a new 14.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Robert Covington's checked in for Jeff Green.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's Olsen, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Lights out's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Harden. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
And the Timberwolves
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On defense, Houston, no coverage that time. 30 points for lights out.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Rockets on defense. They trail by 6. And Towns throws it down.
And this is Karl Anthony Towns at his very best. When he's got it going like this, he keeps it going.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to House. Drills the three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
No good from Olsen. Rockets trail by 5. Beasley with the steal. Here's Okogie, defended by Gordon. Okogie, the pass to Olsen. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Towns kicks to Johnson. Towns trying to get open. Shot clock at 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice recognition by Towns there. I mean, catches the defender out of position and then sails the foul call.
Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
His skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit, and even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
It's deflected. Towns. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Harden. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. No good from Olsen.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Rivers. Kept alive by Houston.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's lights out, guarded by Harden. No good from Olsen. For three, Gordon. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.